What's up, guys? We're back. Here's Jason Grayson.
I'm Bustado.
And we're the Lost Bros. We're here for your movie review.
With the two late reviews.
With the two late viewing pleasures that you have. But we're back, and we're, I think, better than ever.
100% better than ever.
I'm wearing a Zeppelin shirt, so.
That makes it 100% better than ever.
Because we rock.
You know.
I got a haircut.
Wow. $1 million man right here.
That's right. I drank a lot of water today. So
wow. We're just
and fibrous food.
On a roll.
So, no, I've never been on the honor roll. And we're here to review the biggest movie,
definitely of this weekend.
Because this summer has been insane for movies. I know we haven't been really covering them, but we will start to again. But the one that we were dying to see,
100% dying to see, was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Dawn of the Planet. That's a mouthful.
I know.
I'm always like Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That's like a tongue twister. The part 2 of the new reboot that they're doing for the Planet of the Apes with Caesar. We have old favorites from the last movie, from Rise of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I like how they kept the same characters from the previous movie, the same apes, because they could have easily just made a completely new cast of apes.
100%.
Because look how many apes are in this movie. There was like thousands of apes.
I found that there were a lot more apes in this one than the first one. Well, but obviously it's been 10 years into the future. Yeah. You knew.
Spoilers!
Wow.
So I'm Bobby Flash! Monstrous classic.
Classic. 10 years into the future after the Jensen virus.
Basically at the end of the first movie. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, it's been 10 years, so planet is just in disarray.
Yeah.
Human population is down to like 2%.
Really
I'm just making that up, but
yeah, basically the only people that are still alive are random people that are immune to the virus.
Yeah, they've genetically
yeah, they're just genetically superior. So we got Gary Oldman and Jason Clarke.
And they are the head of the human colony that we know of so far.
Yeah.
They've taken refuge in San Francisco.
Yeah.
The last movie takes place.
They just got like a small colony. There's a good amount of people.
They're trying to rebuild the population because, it's been depleted after this disease just wiped out everyone.
So the problem is they're running out of fuel. So they can't power any lights or anything. And they obviously need that for warmth, for lights, everything. So their solution to this is to go across the Golden Gate Bridge to where Caesar's kingdom is. It's basically his little kingdom.
Now, they didn't know.
No, but they didn't know that they were there.
They didn't
know. Caesar's just there with his kingdom. But there is a water dam there.
They have like a waterfall.
So there's like one of those spinning wheels that generates power.
Yeah.
So they want to harness that to power their city, but they come into conflict with Caesar and his apes because that's their territory, and that's where things start rolling.
That is the biggest storyline going on in the human aspect of this film.
No,
this film is purely almost 100% apes.
Yeah,
like 80-20% apes.
Oh, there's barely any humans.
Barely. You see a handful of scenes.
No, come on. But almost the whole movie is Caesar.
It's Caesar, which is fantastic.
No,
that's what I want to see.
Perfect.
When I go see a Planet of the Apes movie or apes, I don't want to focus on the humans. And honestly, I think the apes stole the show.
And my example that I used is, if you look at the recent movie Godzilla and you compare it to this, a lot of the CGI budget was spent at the end of the movie. That's where all the CGI
came. It was beautiful, man.
But for Planet of the Apes, the whole movie was CGI. Like, they didn't skip out on the CGI at all. And in Godzilla, they focused on humans because they didn't have a big CGI budget.
But you can't take away from Godzilla because, Godzilla, he's not a speaking character. There's not really a lot of depth to him.
But even with Godzilla, when they were about to fight, they switch it off. Like, okay,
that's true, yeah. And it's always like a background thing. Like, Godzilla was the secondary story.
Yeah.
In this story, the humans are the secondary story.
I much more prefer that. All the apes have their own emotions
and own personalities, and it's beautiful.
It's great.
They better be throwing Oscars at this CGI fucking comedy.
Oh man, all the people.
Unreal.
I'm not gonna list all the people that did the motion tracking CGI.
Yeah.
But everyone that did it that played the main apes was incredible, and I think the motion tracking CGI is the future of CGI movies because there's no way they can do that without a.
You know what though?
Motion track.
Yeah, because some scenes I couldn't. I thought it was a person. Honestly. I thought it was a person in a suit. It was so well done. There's a scene where I'll just specify what ape they do a close-up on, and they do a close-up on Koba.
Mm-hmm.
Koba's the scarred ape from Rise of Planet of the Apes, if you guys forget. They do a close-up on him, and I honestly could not tell. I could not tell.
It looks crazy. And even the first movie, all the apes were basically relatively clean the whole movie. Like, they didn't have any
you never
dirt or
saw.
nothing.
Yeah, you saw them in captivity, right?
Yeah. This movie, you can see dirt and leaves in their
You
fur.
can see the gray in their.
It was crazy.
Hair.
The story was really good, and it wasn't one-sided at all. There was multiple conflicts between. Obviously, there's one huge conflict between humans and the apes, but there's multiple smaller conflicts in their own groups. So in the apes and
Kept
humans.
it very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Really great that they did that.
And right up to the climax, it was just very interesting, and then just explodes. Like, this movie just explodes in your face, man, with drama, action. There was even bits of comedy where I was laughing.
I'm glad that they focused on the apes, and again, I'm gonna say this again, but the CGI, it really expressed their emotions. And if you look at a film that doesn't do that, it's Michael Bay. Anything with Michael Bay.
You know what? You can't say that because he's doing that technique with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, I'm glad that he's doing that, but do you honestly think it's gonna be better CGI than this?
No.
Exactly.
Because this was absolutely amazing.
The main villain, again, this is a spoiler, but the main, ape villain was Koba. And I like that they picked Koba as the villain, because at first he's not.
At first he's like Caesar's right-hand man.
Right, so
and it's just...
as the story develops, the characters change.
Obviously.
Which is good. A lot of movies don't do that. If you think about it, a lot of movies don't do that, and it really sucks when they don't do that.
Yeah.
So that was cool how they changed that. But what I really liked about Koba is that he has a really good reason to be the villain. It's almost like a Magneto thing. Like, he's right in his own way.
In his own way, and that's the thing about villains. They never think they think they're right. I love this film. Like, I'm going to see it again.
I'll definitely see it again.
I saw it yesterday. I'm going to see it again tonight.
Yeah.
So.
And one more thing. A lot of good sci-fi movies express what's happening in real life.
Yeah, they've
a lot of topics. A lot of movies do that, and a lot of the cult classic best movies of all time do that because it adds more realism to the movie. And this movie did that also.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest theme that's a real world issue was the death penalty.
Really?
They talked about a lot about it in Planet of the Apes. If you think about it, because every time
I don't know if I saw that.
I'll explain it to you. Every time Koba came back and threatened Caesar, he bows down and says, "I'm sorry, forgive me." And every time he does, even at the end of the movie, he was gonna pick Koba up and save him from falling, but he lets him go. And you can see that he was thinking the whole time, is it right to kill an ape? The whole movie, in the back, Maurice, the orangutan, was teaching all the little kids, ape does not kill ape.
Yeah. Well, it
was a big topic.
That's a big topic in all the even past movies. Yeah. I saw a dependence on technology, huge dependence on technology.
That's true. That's really true.
I saw that theme, and I also saw a theme of change. They fought, the humans really, really fought change, and also the apes really, really fought change, and you can't do that. You kind of just have to let things happen as they come, realizing what you need to change to progress. Caesar should have got rid of Koba.
I highly recommend this movie.
100%.
I highly recommend it.
As a fan, we're both huge fans of the original franchise. This is just a beautiful addition to the canon of Planet of the Apes.
It is, and it honestly is. I think this is really worthy of the Planet of the Apes name.
100%. So, overall review?
Rating?
Rating, yeah.
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? I would definitely give it an 8.9 out of 10.
Just one little thing lower.
I can't do it.
Can't.
One day there'll be that movie. One day. And you'll find me. Caesar. Alright, well, this has been Too Late Reviews. I'm Jason Grayson.
I'm almost out of.
And we'll see you at the box office next time. We won't see you at the box office next time because we've got to say something. Vince?
We recently launched a website, the LostBrosClubhouse.com, Go there to see a bunch of articles. You can see a written review of this movie.
By Unblessed Alex.
Yeah, so you can see my thoughts.
And you can argue with him.
Yeah,
totally
you can
argue with him.
Comment. You can sign up on the site and argue with me.
So come see. We have content coming out every day. We're gonna have some more videos hopefully coming out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Look out for our podcast. And just talk with us, guys.
Everything is on the site, so you go there and you'll see everything that the Lost Bros do and post. So yeah, just like the central hub.
Yeah. So if you like us, come see us. If you hate us, come yell at us. You know, just give us some.
Either way, just come.
Give us some views. All right, sounds good. All right, again, I'm Jason Grayson.
I'm Abosada.
And we'll see you at the box office next time.